Hello and welcome to a piano tutorial where I'm going to show you how to do an exercise that I find beneficial in many different ways. I came up with this because I saw that students were having trouble playing chords, hearing harmonies, being able to listen to a song and figure out what the chords are and understand that. So I thought I need to get them playing. I need to get them playing and hearing and listening, thinking about what they're playing, but something that's fun. So I came up with this and a lot of my students really enjoy it. So let me turn my piano on here. Oh yeah, that's much better. Hopefully not too loud. I'm using Keyscape. Okay. First, if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. That would be really helpful. And let's jump into it. I'm going to play this exercise and talk a little bit as I go. And then I'm going to explain why I like it so much. Your right hand, this is middle C. My little star is middle C. I'm going to start with my right hand here. And my left hand is just going to play fifths. Now, there's many variations after this, but this is like a good way to start. Okay, if you see me pull my fingers back, it's just so you can tell what fingers are actually playing a note. Because when I do this, sometimes it's hard to tell which fingers are actually playing. So we're going to have a fifth in the left hand, and then in my right hand I'm going to play a chord, and then this is going to change shape from a chord, a root position chord, to what we call a sus chord or a four chord. And then I'm going to go to a two chord, also a type of sus chord, and then back to my root position chord. And I'm going to use that through the whole exercise in different areas on the keyboard. So here we go. Now I'm going to move down to A, where my pinky is on A and my right thumb is on A. So left pinky, right thumb, so it's an A minor position, and do the same exercise. There we go. My pedal cut out right there, even though I am using it. And you can hear that even though I'm using the same shapes, the harmonies are changing. I'm also getting a lot of different, what we call colors, by just changing that middle voice from the third of the chord, the fourth, and then the second, and back. Now we're going to keep going to G. And then we're going to go to F. This one's going to sound pretty different because this one, this shape here has a minor second, whereas before it was a major second on this one, a major second here, and then a major second is in two half steps. Here, it's only one half step, so it's going to sound dissonant. By itself, probably unpleasant, possibly unpleasant, but I would say in context can be very interesting. But that's important. I don't want you to change it to this like some of my students want to. And if your ear's telling you to do that, that's a good thing. You're hearing that commonality between chords. But I also want you to hear how unique this chord, the four chord, is. So in numbers, we played the one chord, built off of C, a six chord, a five chord, and a four chord, and did that exercise. Now before I do the next part of the exercise, here's what I like so much about it. We get to hear all these different harmonies and you get to learn how to play them and associate what they sound like with how they're played. Then we can also practice playing chords if you're unfamiliar with that. If you haven't learned about chord numbers are simply numbered off of the scale step. So this is a one chord, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. But by doing it this way, we learn how to count backwards, which is really important. So this is 1, that would mean we're going down from 7 to 6 right here, and then 5, and then 4. And then all of this will unlock improving because you don't have to do it in this order. I could do a different chord order. I can do whatever shape I want, and whatever rhythm I want, whatever key I want. The last part of the exercise, the second part of the exercise is this sort of a keyboard hack, which is where we do the same thing we just did, except the right hand stays put and the left hand moves. So take a listen to this. Some of those you might find really exciting. I really like the sound of this one, as well as this. One of my favorite chords, a sus chord. Kind of makes me want to either stay here or even move my hand position so I can resolve it. But oh, there's so many things to go into with this part of the exercise. But it feels like a hack because it's in some ways easier to play, where the right hand simply stays in one place. And yet we get all these different colors because the chords are no longer just root position triads. Now we have this turns into a 7 chord. This turns into a 9 chord. Okay, we're getting these rich 7 chords and add to and sus chords and so on. So that is the exercise. And then if you've mastered that, I encourage you to change the rhythm and change the order of things and make it more your own. One of my favorite rhythms to play that I think I played earlier was this. That's a little different. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I've even had students go, "Hey, that sounds familiar." Well, I'm sure it does. If there isn't a song out there that plays exactly that, I bet there's tons of songs that play something very similar. And that's kind of the point, is you are accessing a lot of music through this exercise. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Again, like and subscribe, share the video. It helps a lot, and have fun with music.